like that aspect of the
I
schedule.
love it as far as that, like you said, bus trips, and then just the tickets alone. Because when you go back to back, a lot of people have season tickets. It's hard for them to go from every game to like going back to back, and you got to take off everything. Having it all spread out makes it easier. You get to see your favorite team every other year, and this is probably one of the best schedules. Like I would have said maybe if you would have showed me the schedule 5 years ago, I would have said, oh, the Jets, that's not going to attract anybody.
Yeah.
The Patriots, okay, we got Brady there. The Rams, who are they? They don't have anything to prove. They haven't won a Super Bowl. Giants, they've been a joke for years. The Commanders, Thanksgiving, that's always a big draw. The Seahawks, they had Russell. The Eagles, that's always been a strong competitive game. I mean, they've gotten lucky over the last couple of years, but looking at that, the Lions too, like from top to bottom, I don't see anything being top to bottom. I see it being, from left to right. The schedule is like super good. There's not a bad game on that schedule that you could just be like, I'm going to go see Sam Darnold.
For sure.
You're going to go see some really good players.
I mean, I thought the exact same thing. I look at it from the standpoint, obviously we're always going to have our division rivalry games at home with Washington, the Giants, and my least favorite team on the planet, the Eagles. Got to throw that out there. If any of my Eagles are watching this,
there is none. I mean, there might be a few Eagles fans, right? I think I know like 3 loyal ones.
Unfortunately. But I mean, I look at, those games are always good just because of, the history in those matchups. And then, the Jets, we'll just say his name already, Aaron Rodgers, he kind of, it's like we've been waiting for it for months now because it got leaked and it finally happened. He's a New York Jet. The Patriots, the Rams, the Seahawks. I mean, even the Lions, you look at a team like the Lions, speaking of Aaron Rodgers, they knocked Aaron Rodgers out of making the playoffs last year. That was a team that has been in the dumpster of the NFL for a long time. And, I think if I remember right last year, if one or two things goes differently that last Sunday and they beat the Packers, which they did, they would have been in the playoffs. Yeah. So another well-coached team, former Dallas Cowboy, actually, tight end, Dan Campbell's their head coach. So they're a good team. And, you look at that game on the schedule, and it's the last home game of the season. Game could have huge implications if the Lions get where, obviously us as Cowboys fans, we're thinking playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
We're thinking the same too. So, I mean, I really don't see a weak point on the schedule. I think all the teams, all the opponents are, they have some star-studded players across all these different lineups. And, like we talked about, the timing and the dates and everything. See, it's like kind of everything aligned really well.
So